Hey risers, what's arising, and welcome to everyone else who clicked on my channel and clicked on this video. If you have clicked on this video, then that means that you definitely either want to learn more or you love me. I'm not going to drag this video out with you guys, but before we get into this, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe, comment below, and also share if you care. As you guys know, I did recently become a VBE brand ambassador, and so I have been doing work with them. If you guys do not know who VBE is, they are fibroid experts, and they do work in the OBGYN and overall women's health. They're a wonderful company. I highly recommend, not because I'm a brand ambassador, but because I am a patient and I have experienced these things with them. I highly recommend you guys go and check them out, see what they're about, see their mission, and if you have any questions or any kind of concerns or anything, I promise you, you can even call them no matter where you are, and they will definitely be able to help you out. Now to go ahead and dive into what this video is about. It has been forever since I gave an update about my fibroid. However, at the same time, I don't have that much of a gap of missing information that you guys do not know about. I do try to let you guys know everything that's pretty much been going on with me, because you guys have been with me since jump, even finding out I had fibroids. And before I knew I had fibroids, you guys were with me through that whole hectic time. And speaking of that, I did recently do a casual conversation and interview with Dr. Nahel, which is a co-founder of VBE as well. And we had an event in their new location, in the Madison location. So that's in a previous vlog. If you haven't checked that out, please check that out. But the full video of that, you have to check with the VBE site or their Instagram. And so I believe they have it somewhere. It's a very, very thorough, interesting, emotional, and just transpiring conversation that we all had, even with the host, Danielle. She did an amazing job. Everybody just did such an amazing job. Everybody spoke well. We gave our journeys, we gave our experiences, and we laid it all out on the table. So yeah, I definitely recommend you guys go and check that out. I do have a bit of information here. Just to give you a slightly bit of a background, I had my UFE, urinary fibroid embolization procedure, done April 2nd, 2019. I gave a whole 2-week documentary of that, and then I know I gave like 1 or 2 update videos. April 16th, my biggest fibroid, which was my 16 by 10, yeah, I think that's what it was. It went down approximately 6 centimeters. And then May 14th, 2019, it went down another 2 centimeters. All of this is in 2019, and then also that following month, June 11th, I developed a cyst, but that also went away. And then to help me with everything going on, they put me on birth control, and the option that I chose was the pills. These numbers, they may like vary slightly because they are more than likely going from ultrasound to MRI. And I didn't write down exactly specific which number belongs to which, but I can tell you that July 24th, 2019, I did another MRI, and then August 5th, 2019, my uterus as a whole went from 16 by 15 centimeters down to 11 by 6 centimeters. So that was wonderful, because those fibroids were really expanding and pushing those muscles and tissues of my uterus. But like I said, there's not a huge gap of missing information. As everyone knows, as you all know, we went through the traumatic experience of COVID hitting us in 2020. So I definitely know that 2020 I was not getting a checkup. 2021 things were still going on because everything was still backed up and pretty bad, and thankfully I did not get sick. I was not sick to go into the hospital or anything like that. Now that brings us all here in 2022. So I did go and get an update and a checkup, and I want to make sure that I share these experiences with you guys, because as another thing, as you guys know if you've been on my channel, March 12th I did get married to the love of my life. So you know, your girl's a whole wife out here. And with us, we are sharing so many experiences together. And he is having to be able to be open and share these experiences with me, because this is something that, you know, I am dealing with. You know, I really wish that I wasn't at the end of the day, but at the same time, we do have these conversations. He is at the checkups with me. He's at Viva Eve with me, and you know, he's just with me every step of the way. So our conversations are our conversations, and I do try to be as thorough and open with you guys as possible without telling you too much personal information. So with the rest of this video, I did not get my recent MRI. However, I did get my recent ultrasound, and then I had a follow-up, which you guys are going to see as well with Dr. Gohar. So you guys are going to see the whole thing, the whole experience. You're not going to hear me and the doctor's entire conversation, but you will be able to hear the sizes that he gave. And then I'm gonna go over those with you again after those videos. So I hope you guys enjoy it, enjoy the process, and I hope this gives you a glimpse, women in particular, and also men, because if you are with women and if she's dealing with these issues, then hopefully, you know, you will be with her going through this as well. But hopefully this gives you a glimpse into how things should go and should be opening and welcome, and they should be warm to you and catering to your needs and giving you as much information as possible and just making you feel comfortable. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will come back with my commentary whenever you finish.
Yes.
Now the ass.
Okay. I'm taking off 2.
163. Wow. Compared to my first visit to come and get this, I was 141.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. I'm gonna start blaming quarantine weight too. I'm gonna start.
Alright, so I'll let Dr. Gohar know you're ready. He's gonna come right in to see you, okay?
Okay, so I go way out there or do it?
You're waiting.
Oh, okay. Come on. Well, probably not. Can my husband come here?
If you want him to, yes.
Hey Francis, what's going on? It is the next day from, well, yeah, after yesterday when we did the candid conversation between me and Dr. Nahal. Oh my gosh, I love how the pictures came out and just how everything came out, the event and all of that. So don't want to get so much on that. I mentioned that yesterday, but now this is my official first consultation on my second UFE. Today is April 30th. It actually made me feel so much better when Dr. Nahal was just like, we definitely remember you, and we knew that you were going to need a touch-up because of how your fibroids were. You know, they went and they looked back in my files, and it was like, we knew you were going to need a touch-up. And then, you know, she gave me and my husband the percentages of, you know, just how well this procedure works, and so it just made me feel all the much better, so much reassurance in that. And now me and him are in a better space as far as this fibroids and, you know, everything goes, because as I probably mentioned before, you know, I do want to have kids, and I just don't want the option to be taken away that I can't have any. So yeah, you guys, waiting for him to come in. She just took my vital signs and my weight, and so Dr. Gohar is getting ready to come in, and so I will check back in. Hi guys, today I'm going into DBE for my fibroid to see the results from my MRI. So let's get ready to head in.
So this one, look, the first one, the biggest one, non-enhancing. We got the biggest one. 9 centimeters by 11, non-enhancing. The second size one here, second one, that's 90% enhancing. The third biggest one is non-enhancing. The fourth biggest one is 50% enhancing. This one over here is enhancing. Number 5. You have a small cyst on your ovaries. I'm not worried about it at all. I'm going to repeat it ultrasound for you. I just want to give you some time. It's too soon. It's likely going to go away. It means nothing.
The smallest one here?
No, I'm talking about your cyst. There's a cyst on one of the ovaries. I'm not worried about that. We're going to see it in the ultrasound. I'm sure it's going to go away.
Oh, okay.
But it's unrelated.
Okay.
So what that tells me is you had a suboptimal response, meaning we got most of it, but not all of it.
So I just came from my visit with Dr. Gohar. It was a wonderful, very informal visit. He gave me a couple of options of how to move from here. Otherwise, I am healthy. I am good to go. The urinary fibroid embolization definitely worked. Most of my fibroids have been taken care of. It is also a conversation of a second procedure. However, pregnancy can go forward right now, and that's what I'm really happy about. So we're just gonna see how we're gonna move from here. Otherwise, I love the staff. I love Dr. Gohar. I love everyone here, making you feel so warm and welcome, giving you all the information that you need, all the options you can possibly have, and then make sure that they answer all of your questions and take care of as much as they can for you so you won't have to. All right, so that was quite a bit there, and like I said, I'm sorry you guys, I couldn't really give you the whole entire conversations between me and the doctor, but there are just certain things that I definitely want to stay private. But just know that your girl is healthy, and the most important thing is my uterus is actually a-okay to be able to have kids, and that was one of my husband's concerns with fibroids, because they can't prevent you from doing that if they are bad enough. Like, honestly, there's so many symptoms that comes from having fibroids. It's ridiculous. All women's bodies are different, so they take them differently. Some women have them and they don't know they have them, and they are literally completely fine, had kids and everything. But I'm going to go over all of that in another video. I definitely want to make that interesting for you guys, but just want to go ahead and reiterate the numbers here, because I definitely have the printouts. Numerous leiomymas, which are fibroids, scientific word, you know, are present, the largest measures follow. So it's going from my largest one to my smallest one. My largest fibroid is 9.3 centimeters by 11.5 centimeters by 12.8. That is subserosal. And one thing about the UFE procedure, once they put those particles in there and they decrease, they never increase. The second one is 6.7 centimeters by 5.0 centimeters by 6.4 centimeters. That's intramural. And that one has increased in size. The next one is 6.4 centimeters by 4.9 centimeters by 4.3 centimeters. That is subserosal. This is also increased in size. The fourth one is 2.2 centimeters by 1.5 centimeters by 1.7 centimeters. That's intramural as well, and that has decreased in size. My last one is 1.3 centimeters by 1.1 centimeters by 1.0 centimeters, and that is subserosal. That pretty much didn't change too much, but slightly it decreased. So I know what you guys thinking, right? You just said if you get the UFE procedure, your fibroids never increase. Yes, this is what they told me, this is what I've learned, but also I don't know if I told you guys during that time of the procedure, but I did have other little fibroids that were just not in the way at that time in 2019. So it is possible that I developed new fibroids and they are just still not in the way, but they did increase in size. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. So everything else is fine. The size of my uterus is pretty good. My tissues are normal. My bone marrow is great. Like everything is flowing more in the healthier direction. Also, I want you guys to know I did start to change my diet because that is one thing that I researched that did help some women. So I took out a lot of pork. I really wasn't a big pork eater to begin with, but I took out red meat. The only thing that I really ate as far as meat was some turkey bacon, but for the most part I switched over to a plant diet. So I have plant sausages, Beyond Burgers, where I have plant burgers, definitely falafels. I eat a lot of those. So yeah, I definitely did a diet change. I've never been for a long time a huge soda drinker, but the most thing I drink as far as soda is ginger ale, and so I really just dove in to change my diet, and honestly I do feel better, and I feel like that helped as well as far as my fibroids go, because I did that after I went to a GYN who could really give us a lot of in-depth information about what was really going on at the time. And honestly, that was just a bad visit. That was probably a few months ago. We went to this GYN, and I love her. She's so sweet and we have the best conversations, but it's just when it came to the fibroids, and at the time my husband didn't really understand a lot about what was going on with fibroids. It was just overall bad visit because she was just like kind of pounding on the news like, yeah, you're not gonna really be able to have kids, and you guys know, like, once I don't like to be able to say I can't do that, and that's when my mind switch. You know, listen, this is not the end. Let's go to VVE, the fibroid experts, let's figure this out, and we just went from there. From there, we definitely have wonderful information, great information, healthier information, and I'm super excited about that. Plus, I'm always definitely in prayer. I do have to say that because none of this is possible without God, and that is just literally our foundation. We are just completely believing on God that things would just work out for our good, and He would just be with us in the midst of everything going on. So I know this video was super long. Thank you guys so much for even coming here to this part. If you are here, I definitely really appreciate you. I love you. Let's continue to grow, and I will also give you another update whenever I do get that, but so far you are all caught up. So I actually have to get out of here. Once again, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and share this video if you care. And also don't forget to ask questions. Ask Viva Eve, ask whoever is in your area. At least do an ultrasound if you feel like something is a little off, something's a little weird. Your body talks to you all the time. All you have to do is listen. A lot of symptoms that you may have, that you may be concerned about, or just may be, you know, waving around in your head, a lot of that definitely can lead to fibroids. I'm telling you, I promise you. And I'm gonna go over another video with pretty much all the symptoms that goes on in having fibroids as well. And there will be other projects coming up dealing with this topic, and I'm just super excited to dive into it. I'm super excited to even have some guests that even agreed to talk to me about this and to share with you all. So once again, I love you guys, and I will see you into the next video. Peace. Hey, really quick, just want to let you know, if you would like to support this channel as well as other content I create and release, you can now buy me a cup of coffee. You can go to buyacupofcoffee.com/AryeHarmony or click the link below in the description box. There are incentives for you as well if you would like to become a monthly supporter with as little as $5. Become a part of the Rising family, and thank you in advance for the coffee.
Breathing, searching, touching, wanting, beating. My heartbeats for you. Warming, cooling, heating. Temperature is burning in this room. Leaving, coming back and forth gives me a fever for you, baby.